I am Chandan Kumar Sah, and I facilitate a network called Empower Believers Connections in Bihar state in India. This network is focused on church planting, and we are partnering with 65 different ministry organizations who are also primarily focusing on church planting. In our network, we faced a challenge about our priorities of the network. When we started this network, we very clearly said that this network is church planting network, and this will always remain church planting network. But then when the network was thriving, many agencies and ministry organizations from other states in India and from international agencies, they were willing to partner with us, but to take up their programs, which are social programs or leader development, and that was not our priority. And also they were bringing enough resources for that. So there was a temptation that to receive those resources, we can facilitate their programs. But we, as a team, facilitation team, and with our network partners, we took some time to pray together and ask the Lord to lead us and guide us. And Lord very clearly said that you have to focus on the network focus and keep church planting as priority. And so we decided that we won't be tempted by those resources which are coming, but we will keep our priorities. So since the last 8 years, with the Lord's help and with the consensus from our leaders and partners, we are focusing on church planting. And then when we talk about church planting, there are numerous strategies of church planting around the world. And many church planting training organizations came to us, and they said that here are some other church planting strategies which you could try. And we were at that point very sure that the church planting strategy we have, we call it disciple making movement, is working very well, and we have adapted it to our context, and we didn't want to embrace any other church planting strategy. Other church planting strategies are good, but we already had one, and so we decided that we will stick to it, and we will not be tempted to embrace any other church planting strategy and resources attached to them. When we decided this, and we continued training our leaders with this church planting strategy and integrated other components to it to make church planting sustainable and also transformational. So we saw that the network continued to thrive, and the trust between network leaders and network partners continued to grow, and they understood that we are vision-driven, we have a focus, and we are not the people who compromise because of resources. And so we praise God that we see great result in terms of church planting. And when other networks in other states of India, they saw our focus and how we thrive, and the Lord has blessed us with enough resources we need, they are now replicating this network in other states of India and in other regions of South Asia. And so we learned a lesson that when we set a focus and priority in the network, and which is God-given and Holy Spirit directed, we should continue to stick to it, even if we lack resources, or even if at times we don't see much fruit. But if that is from the Lord and people have agreed to it, we should continue to focus on that and stick to that.